Hello, let's continue our Sudoku adventure with Double Down by ChinStrap. So we have normal 6x6 Sudoku rules. That means in each row, each column, and each 2x3 box, we are placing the digits 1 to 6 exactly once each. We also have these in the red. They look like between lines, but they're not. They're double arrows, so pay attention to the rules. The way double arrows work is whatever digits go in the circles, like say this was 3 and this was 6, you sum them up, that's 9, and that has to be the sum on the line. So these would sum to 9 in some way. I don't even know if that's possible with 3, 6, but anyway. And that's it. That's how double arrows work. So like here, these little stubby ones, whatever these sum to, that just goes here. So if this was 2 and 3, this would be 5. But for these longer ones, you need larger sums, right? And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself. And I'm going to get started right now. Okay, so I think thinking about outies might be helpful for some of these longer ones, that they just have one cell that isn't involved in the sum. So the first thing that I know is that this is going to sum to an even number. Why do I know that? Well, whatever this sums to, that sums to. That's true of any double arrow. It sums to an even number. The total sum. Because whatever this is, we're doubling it, right? That's the definition of even. All right, anyway, so if this is even, we know the entire row is odd because it's 21. 1 through 6 has a 21, which means this has to be an odd number, this has to be an odd number, and this has to be an odd number. All right, that's 1, 3, 5, so these are 2, 4, 6. Now, we should think about what the sum would be for 1, 3, and 5. So for 1, the sum would be 20, so these would have to add to 10. And these cannot add to 10 because one's odd, one's even. Okay, so if this was a 3, I think this is going to have to be a 3 because 5 is also, wait, yeah. What am I doing? So 20, let me just do one at a time. 21 minus 3 is 18. 18 divided by 2, this is 9. So these would add to 9. That's possible. And then I'm pretty sure 5 is going to be an even sum. So that's 21 minus 5 is 16, which is 8. Yeah, because it's going to be, the sum is going to be either 8, 9, or 10, right? And 9 is the only viable one because these have to add to an odd digit. So now that we know they add to 9, this is 5 and this is 4. Gives us the 1 here. All right. Sorry for a little brain fart there. Now this outie is 5. Which feels like it, hold on, how does that work? 21 minus 5 is, oh, see, these can add to an even because they're not restricted to being, this wasn't restricted to an odd digit. This isn't restricted to an odd digit like this was. Anyway, I was confused how that would work. Anyway, so this is the 8, 9, 10. So these sum to 8 without a 5, and it can't be 4, 4. So it's 2, 6. These sum to 9 without a 3, so it's not 3, 6, so it's 4, 5. So this is the 4 and this is the 5, because of that 5 there. And then these sum to 10, which has to be 4, 6, no matter what. So that's 6, that's 4. Gives us the 2 and the 6 here. That's 2 and 6. All right. This is a pair for the box. We need a 1 and a 6. So this is 1, this is 6. So now down here we need a 1 and a 2, and up here we need a 3 and a 4. All right. Here, yeah, let's just get this triple. We need a 2, 3, 5. That's not 2. Okay, so up here, we know that these 3 digits go here. So we need to use the 1, the 6, and a 3 or a 5 to get some kind of sum. So obviously they're not going to sum to 1. So 1's in one of these two. And then if I put the 6 with them, that would be quite bad because I'd now add to 7. So the 6 goes here, and that means this is 1 plus 5. So that's a 1, that's a 5, that's a 5. All right, and this is a 3, 4 pair. The 4 tells us the order, 3 and 4. Just building our way up. We have a bunch of pairs here. This is a 1, 5 pair, and this is a 2, 3 pair. So we just got to think about this now. This is a pair as well. It's also 2, 3. This can't add to 6. The minimum it would add to is if this was 2 and this was 1. So the minimum it would add to is 3. So it's 3, 4, or 5. If we added to 3, it would be 2 plus 1 only. If we added to 4, it would be 3 plus 1 only. If If we add it to 5, we can't add to 5 because it would be 2, 3, and this is the other 2, 3. Right? This would have to be a 2, 3 pair to add to 5 because this is already only 2, 3. But this is the other 2, 3, so that doesn't work. In fact, this can't be 3 because of the 2, 3 pair. Can't be 5, so it must be 4. That makes it 3 and 1. All right. Sorry. Got all of these done, and this is the 6 and 5, and we're done. All right. That was very smooth. Yeah, thinking about the outies was really important, and just thinking about them having to be odd was enough to really reconcile everything. And then you think about the individual outies and how it makes the circles add to either 8, 9, or 10. And I think it was really neat that this was odd and this was even, so adding to 9 was the only viable option, being out of 3. Yeah, that was a really nice opening. All right, cool. Well, I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, then why not leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.